As I mentioned earlier, many B2B and SaaS companies, there seems to be a tension. I described it as antagonism between the CEO's need for quick results, especially in this environment where leads and sales are front and center, and the marketing leaders need the time and the runway to experiment and build long term brand value. What are your thoughts of balancing these seemingly conflicting goals? On one end, you've got a CEO who wants results right now. And the other side, you've got a CMO who's trying to build a marketing mix that, yes, focuses on short term results, but also builds long term value.
It's a great question. I guess one initial reflection is I've always tried extremely hard not to ever set up an antagonistic relationship with my boss, with the CEO, but a collaborative relationship. And maybe it's because I'm a Canadian at heart and we're always trying to get along with people. But I do think that's really important. And one of my mentors, long time ago, a very extremely successful global executive from companies you guys would all know, retired now, said he was second in command. And he said, what you got to do every once in a while is get in the bear cave. And what I said, what's the bear cave? In the bear cave, there are no titles. All there is just the truth. Because the only way you come out of the bear cave is if you really lay it all out there. And I've taken that to heart and used that as a method to ensure that I'm aligned with my boss, in this case, the CEO. Now I use a similar thing with my chairman and some of my board members. But in this case, when I'm CMO, collaborating with the CEO, we go in and I make sure we're not in a mindset where I feel like marketing is competing for organizational resources and the CEO is the decision maker and sales is going to get it or marketing is going to get it or product's going to get it. No, in the bear cave, I'm actually not the CMO and he's not the CMO with the CEO. We're just two people who are, what are we going to do to make this business successful? I've been in bear cave sessions where we cut the marketing budget down by 20% because I honestly believe that was the right thing to do. I've also had bear cave sessions where the CEO left with a much clearer understanding of why are we doing this? Why are we engaging in this blogging initiative and doing this business on the edge video series? It's very hard to prove ROI. And often what I find is CMOs, they do a lot of things hoping that it'll be recognized by the CEO as the right thing to do because they can't prove it. It's very hard to get metrics around a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
That hope is almost always dashed. Eventually, the CEO comes up and says, I've let you run with this thing for 6 months. It's a waste of time as far as I can tell. Move on to something else. And that can be avoided if you and the CEO really find a way to have a mind lock on the things that are hard to validate and prove. Of course, for the things that are validatable, uh, have a set of metrics success metrics that you agree on. If it doesn't work out, don't be defensive. It's not about failing. The organization is failing, and you have to come up with a new approach.